What's up, America? What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? What's up, you red brick people? What's going down? Trying to draw up some people, make some waves today, see what's going down. We got a lot of red brick people out there, a lot of knowledge. I got a stream open. Come on, join the stream and share your knowledge. Share your knowledge with the world that's deceived, man. We need you today more than ever, red brick people. So anybody out there, man, home alone, man. Time to burn one, and maybe some people will show up here and get something going here. So hold on, twist up a little joint, get the vibes rolling, and peace to y'all. Roll one. So 3:03 p.m. Let's roll one. Time to roll one. 3:03 p.m. Time to roll one. It's a nice, cool day today. Beautiful out there. I don't know why I'm inside. Stay away from the chemtrails, maybe. Stay away from the chemtrails, you know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Twist away. Twist, twist, twist. Everybody doing the twist. See? That's the real twist right here. Do the twist. My oh my. Who's been telling all these lies? What's wrong? My oh my. Here we go. My oh my. Who's been telling the lies? Well, what's going down there, folks? Nobody there still, huh? What up, man? Nope, nobody. That is so tasty. Any red brick people out there, come on now. Any red brick souls out there, don't you know? Well, can't draw nobody up in the red brick world. We're trying to get Solid Rock on here for the longest. He can't even get on because he just uses his phone. He don't have a computer. His phone is too sluggish. Too many applications on it. All he did was spin last time. That's too bad, man. He got a lot of knowledge. A lot of people, a lot of talent. Their talent's being wasted in this world instead of being utilized. You know what I mean? Like I could be doing something right now. But try it. Looking for some red brick souls. Any red brick souls out there? Come on now. Let's get a little thing going. See that. Come on, you red brick souls. Want a train ride here, by the way, too. Go check out the channel on YouTube, Duballs. It's good to get on the train and look around. I've been riding these trains for a while. Every time I get on them, I see the melted world. And it's real relaxing, if you will. I don't know. There's something about it. There's more about trains that we don't know. It's just something that just, it's cool. Trains are all over this freaking ass world. Probably had fucking trains and all the fucking way around and underground and all kind of shit. You just don't know. You weren't told. So we're rediscovering all the shit that they told us is a lie. So it takes a bunch of souls. So I'm here saying, hey, we're some red brick souls. And I can't get not one. But if I was talking about dumb shit like Blippi, I'd have a whole bunch of people listening right now, right? That's for real. Should be in the home bunch. Well, no souls. Down to a few smokes. You gotta try to quit. When you try to quit, you gotta want to instead of everyone else wants to quit. You gotta want to quit. So I don't know what my deal is. I smoke too much, man. What up? What up, Morgan? How the hell are you, sir? Good to see you. You're always reliable, man. I was feeling kind of down and blue and shit. And fucking Morgan shows up and already I feel better. Swear to God, man. You're a cool dude, man. So what's up, brother? There's the link if you want to come on board. That's your call. I ain't doing nothing. The old lady's out shopping for some stuff. I'm stuck here. I ain't doing nothing. I just took care of my dog and nothing else. Just started fucking around, looking at some videos and shit. Trying to get some people together to get something going, you know? What up? You gonna come on board? There's Morgan. How the hell, Morgan? What up, brother?
Hey man, yeah, I'm over here. Yeah,
Hold on, let me turn this music down so I can hear you.
cool, man.
I've got that little clip you hear, and I made that, man. I created that with a little music that you heard.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
So what's up, brother, man? I was just sitting here doing shit, and I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? I created earlier. I had a meeting, and I had the meeting going for an hour. Nobody showed up.
Oh
I
wow.
was trying to like my hope is this, Morgan. I believe if more of us got together and got a meeting together, put our heads together to try to come up with a narrative as a collective instead of all this little. I can see in my own mind's eye that the people in the red brick community, we get together and buy one of these red brick buildings. Like there's one that's not that. It seems like a lot of money to people. 900 grand for this one building that's not far from me. Hey, I was already talking to this one billionaire. He thinks I'm crazy though. He don't believe that all the mountains are melted buildings. So we have to somehow get more people together to to not just about that, about like the whole entire narrative. Like maybe have like a red brick school, like you have the charter schools. Have a school for people who don't want to go to the public education system, to be taught correctly in different, forms, like something to function in this life instead of, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in whatever year it was,
We didn't get.
1492, blah blah blah.
There are different schools and there's different countries, different education systems. Not all of them. I mean, a lot of them do, but there are ones still that never bought that, and there are ones here. They don't teach that. That's the thing. Um, a lot of what people are getting at now, or a lot of times in what is considered the truth community or the truth community, there's a lot of people that take that like when they seem as if they're at the point where what they're trying to make, or people that have come from not believing to believing something's going on, they seem to feel as if it were known, or if people knew, if there was some kind of an outing of the information when they themselves didn't believe it very recently, from the point where they're at themselves. And then I don't see how they think that other people are gonna see. And also considering that I believe that most people already do see, and they're choosing to do nothing. Just because you
Right.
show them specifically the results, that's not going to change that. Meaning, people know there's someone starving for a fact right there, and I could help them,
Right.
but I'm not.
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
okay with that
Do you
because
know
I'm going to
that
keep myself
just
compartmentalized.
before this pandemic, Morgan, just before this pandemic, I was telling people this shit was going to go down. Okay. I said
We
this was
all
going to
are.
go down, and everyone was calling me crazy. But you know what? Here, I really got super depressed in this world because I have a friend of mine. She's got money, but she does good stuff with her money, and she goes helps people all the time. That's like her hobby, if you will. Well, anyway, she was out in Detroit, and she was handing out food to homeless people,
Yeah, I'm good.
and she had her grandson with her, and
Yeah,
he's got food too, and they had the van there. And then they walked over to this one guy, and the grandson asked him, "Sir, don't you want any food?" Morgan, the guy was dead and frozen to the fence.
Yeah.
This kid just witnessed that. And then the guy laying next to him, he was laying next to him on the fence. His throat was cut from ear to ear, and he was frozen as well and dead there.
Yeah. Makes
Because
sense.
there are two people that were just out. And then they called me and they said, Bob, I couldn't believe what just happened. And they're
Yeah,
telling me the
just
story. I had a lump in my throat the whole time.
5 months ago.
I got the imagery of some of the shit that happened when they had a flood there during the winter.
Right.
And so many homeless were utilizing some of the underground shit down there, and it fucking flooded them and froze them up. You know, the fucking cold water hit their asses, probably just
Yeah,
made
yeah. It was, I
them
mean, it's
shock.
so cold up here. Yeah, that would have been.
And then in the spring,
just
you
around
find it.
zero,
You know
and
what I
like,
mean?
yeah, so it's not that cold. I mean, it's cold. It's but they would have been like above the water. That they would have been able to walk around. They would have been able to move around. They would have been able to get out of the water. And even though it would have been cold, but like up here when it's cold, like we're talking at least like with the wind, like 20, 15 below easy, and that's just when it's regular winter.
Right.
Canada. So it's like for just meaning we wouldn't consider that cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with it, now for you guys 0, that's cold. Like for us 0 isn't, but that's because our temperatures are different, like Celsius. But I mean, when our Celsius is at 0 here, it's not that, like, you know what I mean? It's not that, like, you know what I mean? It's not that bad. I mean, it's, you know, like but yeah, those guys are just drunks, and they were two
Right.
drunks that got into a fight, and the one bum got into a fight with the other bum. Now, I'm not well, children of God, but I mean, and the one guy split the other guy's throat while they were both drunk. I mean, not that it doesn't make it any less. I'm just saying that's what that happened in that situation. Absolutely, outside of a convenience store, one guy frozen up against a fence, the other guy's throat slit. Those are two, you know what I'm saying, men that were very addicted to alcohol, and
Right.
and one guy slit the other guy's throat. Obviously, I 99% of a chance that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately.
But anyway, it was really sad hearing that from her because she took pictures and everything. And she even says, I don't know why I took pictures, just because I don't think people would believe me if I didn't, she said.
About
You know, she says, I'm not, you know, I'm not
why wouldn't people die every day?
I know, I'm just saying, because she would think it's just horrific. She just feels like she's violating that person by taking a picture
I mean,
of that.
it sounds like it probably would have been in the morning, I'm assuming, or like, you know, sometime before noon. And I mean,
And you know what?
it frozen the day before.
That
So,
wasn't
I mean,
even on the news.
Who would have taken them down? How would they even got?
That wasn't even on the news.
Why would it? Oh, never on the, I've never heard of a homeless person freezing being reported on the news.
Politicians are letting people die this way.
Only if it happened outside of a commercial building. And
you know, this one kid in California,
thing with that building,
governor out of California,
deal going on right now with that specific property, and that's the only reason we'll get on the news in Toronto, like on the news,
right?
Like, because every single solitary thing is for a reason.
Oh, you rolling a doobie, brother?
It's all commercial. It's all commercial. It all goes back to commercial interest. The actual news.
Are you rolling a doobie?
Each and every news article. Yeah, in the program.
Are you rolling a doobie right now?
Yeah, I've got this up. I'm going to show a little bit.
Oh, yeah. This is Morgan, man. When he rolls a doobie, he pulls out a grocery bag. This guy don't play around, man. Huh? When Morgan smokes, he smokes, man.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, my friend. Just picking up some.
Well, clouds to the dome to you. Yeah, that's nice, man.
Send it through Jerry too, man. I've been going over to Spartan. Like, I do this all day and all night, and then I'm at McDonald's, and then I'm at Disney World in the morning and in the afternoons throughout most of all the day. I'm there with like other adults, keeping my brain active, and like, you know, and then I'm checking out these videos and everything, and then, you know, doing all the information along with the biblical stuff. And then looking at where people are at, watching them all get into their microcosms, and then see them all talk to other people that then get them all messed up. And it's like people need to individually work, because the only people I see doing anything are the gentlemen that seem to be working. And then they check out a bit of other people's stuff. And then they certainly seem to have a focus. And the rest of the people seem to be just taking the information. And some of them certainly seem to be growing together because it seems to be a spiritual thing. And if you're open to the spiritual, you seem to get the download.
I think that makes a difference when you have.
It does. It really does.
It really does make a difference, because then it makes more sense. I believe.
So not just me.
Because I think we have given some faction. I know a lot of the shit we've been told is true, but they twist the shit out of it. You know
Well,
what
that's
I mean?
exactly. You have to know the base information, meaning anything. When someone's like, "Oh, that's cool, that's fine, check it all out." But then at the end of the day, you can't just leave yourself out in that spinning, or else it just never. There's no point. You have to look at it and go, "This was interesting. This was interesting. This was interesting." You have to focus, and that's where some people can't because it hurts or it's pain. To focus.
Right.
Some people, it's pleasurable. I'm going to stop and it becomes unpleasurable. It's like, okay, what if I say stop when the work's done? Some people might be, oh, okay, well, I guess I don't do that completely. Okay, some of us do. We're at that point where we're like, I don't care if it effing kills me. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if it effing kills me. I'm taking it. I'm going to turn this next page, no matter how hard the math is on it. I will try. And then you usually find out, oh, it was a lie anyway. Yeah, the math doesn't work out on the next page.
Right.
And when you find that out, then you can explain that to someone else who now you can both go to the page after that and finally understand it. Because the thing that happened before was nobody had ever tried to look at the third page because the first page was the spell that got you to stop looking at the second page. You get what I'm saying, right? And that's what everyone is dealing with right now. So the same people, the regular people are going to get trapped in the sifter.
I know.
Their pieces are
Just
too
like
big
what
to
you're
hang
saying.
on to.
But when you start opening your eyes and,
Yeah.
and you see some of the truthers, you can see the truthers that came out who are the ones who are not truthers, but they're purping to be truthers.
Yeah.
And then they'll get debunked somehow and it'll make other people look bad. And they're the guys with the high numbers and shit, man.
Always.
We don't let people like Jerry DeCamp be heard.
And if people don't understand, that's
They'll
how
leave
it's
him
going.
low numbers and
And they question their numbers on their thing. But how come? You already heard 3 different people in 3 different locations on the internet say, that was really cool and I saw that thing. But now you're going back to your thing and thinking that only 2 people saw it, even though from conscious mind you were told. Right. And that's not because the one guy talked to the other guy. Yet somehow you're believing your counter. You can 5 or 6 or 8 people, or whether it said 27.
Hey, this one dude did analytics from Jerry.
To gaslight you.
One guy did analytics from Jerry and said on one of his videos, over 1 million people viewed it, but it don't show that.
Yes, exactly.
See, he said what they're showing Jerry's a fabrication.
Because the analytics are made by them to be able to cook it.
And I'll tell you,
to get the person to do what they want them to do.
One day, Morgan, I go to your videos, right?
Yeah.
No comments available.
Yeah.
There was no comments. I couldn't make a comment in your video.
I know.
And you had 21 thumbs. It said 2 views. It said 2 views, sir. And it had 21 thumbs down.
Yeah.
Later, when I went to it, had no thumbs. I go, what the fuck is this about? First, it has 21 thumbs down with 2 views. How could that be possible?
Exactly. Exactly.
And then later, no thumbs. So this guy must have had to eat in his thumbs.
Oh, it was people mucking with it, like because for a while I had some people, and the thing is, at first,
Spartan Red too. He had like 26 good views.
Yeah.
And there was like 54. It said bad views. I'm thinking, what bunch of dumb thumb asses are they? And then later, when I went and viewed the video, it had 0 thumbs down. I said, what the hell, man? Well, I'm glad the thumbs left, but still.
Yeah, it would have too.
You're watching it.
Exactly.
They try to manipulate with your thumbs. You see a bunch of thumbs down and people will apt to maybe get off of it or what? I don't know.
Yeah, I think with me, I happen to know that no person is sitting there doing anything to my thing. It's an algorithm that's written to do things based on things. Because of that.
Well, sometimes there are individuals that just fucking target certain people.
Oh, yeah. I did mean that when I was speaking a second ago, too. I did mean that to the individuals that are mucking. Yeah. But
they have a lot more control over the computer than I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Developers of it.
Exactly.
I was toyed with. I lost a Mac computer by them fucking it up so bad. They even made comments to me on using my icons.
Yeah.
They use icons and they set icons up to give me a message and then shut me fucking down, dude.
Yeah.
I could not get my computer back up. I had a fucking I know how to do this shit. I had to take it to a fucking tech.
I know, man. Oh, when it shut me down, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yeah. And it's like everything. And it's like I had to get a thing and push a button into the computer, like into this thing computer that would reset it or something. You know what I mean? It was something
Right.
stupid like that. But yeah, it's always something to do with that. And it's like, oh, okay, it's got to protect the thing around. It's like, yeah, so you can't do it. But I mean, I didn't have to bring it in anywhere. I called, you know, but yes,
What kind of computer
I've had
you
the
on?
shutdown too. That boom, your computer, and it's like, how come it's not turning
What
on?
kind of computer you on?
Now I bought one for $100 from the secondhand shop in Chatham,
Right.
and it's an HP. It's a Hewlett Packard.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, it doesn't even have.
I worked for HP.
It didn't even have the key with it.
before.
They're supposed to have the key with them, each one of them. You know what I mean? It's like it's not even a thing. It's like can't you like why wouldn't I give you the key? It didn't even have the key with it, so I'm working without a valid copy of Windows. It still works. It just has a little caricature thing.
Yep.
Valid copy of Windows.
You can run off.
It allows it to run still.
That shit, right? But you know what? You could take that same machine and just go get Ubuntu for free and run Ubuntu for free.
It works, yeah. Oh, I could use a different system or whatever. It's that I wouldn't want to. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it mucks it up. Like, and
well, you got a small hard drive in there.
Yeah,
hard drive.
I have no idea. I know I should. I just at first I am so stoked that it's downloaded and holds the programs that it did because of what I'm used to from the last time that I did it back in like 93, 92, that once my kid even came over and went, oh, you can do this. I was like, how are you putting all those games on it at once? He's like, oh no, you've still got this much memory left. And I was like, that doesn't sound like a lot to me. I can't comprehend how much memory I have. You get what I'm saying? So to me, I think my Jew, when I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can have that program or this program, other people would just download it. I'm like, I don't do that. You get what I'm saying? So because of my frugalness, I'm going to have room for the things that I'd like to download. Like when I do a thing, I can download that. To me, that's insane. Right. How can I download the picture and everything? It takes so much memory.
Right.
But then it's like, nope, you've got room. And it's like, oh, wow. And it's like I've got 30 of them, though. It's like, you've got room for hundreds more. It's like, what? And I'm like, the actual films. And it's like, yeah. And I'm like, wow. You know, and I can even compress them one more time after that in their state into a different thing. But I'm just talking about MP4s, basically. I'm talking about, yeah, those files, whatever. And so I'm so happy I can do that. Oh, did you pick up the book I got for you? I got you that book. I got you the book.
Really?
Yeah. It's where everything would be in the comments of that episode.
Oh, I have to go check it out, man.
In the comments of the episode that I was on, it's down in there. And luckily,
nice. Well,
and you've got to mod me. You got to make me blue too. Now the other thing is, I think it did it anyway because it was an HTTP. But most of the time, you can't do anything. You can't give somebody something. You can't give them links or anything unless they're blue. You get what I'm saying? Unless they're blue. And like you can't do anything to anybody else's channel. Like you can't send them. You know what I'm talking. Or do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know how to do it to anybody else, but I'm pretty sure other people know how to make somebody blue. Yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, you could if you want.
Like
and that would be, and then I can do stuff, and then I can send you stuff, and I can do stuff. But now, if you go to your channel, like just that episode that I was on, the last one, it's in the comments, right? And it did work when I left it. It actually worked. It came in and it was blue. Not my name, but I mean the thing that I gave you. I gave you the book because I had it. The book. It was It's a 400-page book that taught everything, like the things that you were just talking about there. Okay, when you were talking to me about the school, right? I was like, I wonder if he's even looked at that book yet, because it's everything. Every page, you get it. All the information that we have so far written down comprehensively. But the thing was, because of that, it made me go to it, archives it's called, and download a bit better. So I was pleased about that. So now I know where it is. I know where I can go back. There are 4 books right now out, and that was the first one on Amazon. Is that one?
Right.
On Mudflood. It's called One everything. It's everything, but Have you got it yet?
No,
I thought
this,
you were checking it.
if I start doing other processes with this computer, it
Oh,
fucks
yeah,
the stream up. And you know
Yeah.
what it is too, Morgan. I wouldn't even be online if I didn't have a couple of junk computers laying around. I took
Yeah.
the junk computer out, fixed it up, I have Ubuntu on it. I
Exactly.
had another old computer with, I think, some obsolete operating system of Microsoft that I use for other things now, you know. And then I use my old phones for like camera systems for the home, you know.
Yeah. Well, I see it because it's smashed, but you're using it anyway, and it's working.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's working. It works great, man.
That's wild.
I got OBS. I can create videos on there and augment pictures. I use GNU to augment pictures and shit. I like fucking around with pictures and
Yeah. Well, it's fun. I like the files that I mucked with or whatever.
I'd like a better video editor, you know, but because like when
Yeah,
I was running my Mac, and Mac has a lot of nice features, man. And I
Absolutely.
fell in love with my Mac, and
Yeah.
it worked good for me since 2011. It was like a $2,000 machine. I didn't pay for it. Someone gave me the computer and asked me to put Windows on it.
Right.
So I told them I could put Windows on it, but you have to keep the Mac on it. And they said they didn't want it. They wanted it wiped out.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's
and
not.
I go, really? And they go, just keep it. Then they told me just keep it. I go, for real? I said,
they
great.
wanted that open source.
I fixed up that Mac. It was worth $2,000.
Yeah,
I fixed it up, bro, and I ran it till 2020.
That's great. That's great because he couldn't handle not having an open source like his friends.
Yeah, it ran
he couldn't handle having the one where he pushed the button and it just worked because that's what it did. Right?
You know what? Microsoft shit is garbage compared to Apple's. Apple fucking, I never had an antivirus program on there or nothing. I never got no viruses. My fucking machine did what I wanted it to do all the time. Every day. I could create virtual windows inside of it with Microsoft's crap if I wanted, and then delete their shit when I don't want it. And I could do all kind of shit. I mean, I was into it big time then, you know. But I was Skype support too.
Yeah.
I was reaching people all over the world. I had to be able to connect to your computer at any given time. I'd just give you a link. I could connect your computer, do all kind of shit for you. Look at you. I can still do that today.
Yeah.
I still connect to people's computer and help them out and shit.
Yeah. Because it's closed source. It's not going to wreck.
Some people don't want to because, you know, they do weird shit on their computer. So they don't want someone like me who knows shit. Because like, you know, like I worked on my brother's computer before, and I told him, man, you need to stop looking at that shit. And he said, what? And I go, that garbage you're looking at your computer.
Yeah, everything.
We didn't think that I could look through files and see the crap that he's looking at. And I go, that's only going to pollute your mind, dude. Well, it ended up getting him divorced. See?
Yeah, see,
he got divorced over that bullshit, you know?
That's just sad. Not even can't even get angry about that. Just sad, you know?
Hey. Yeah, he was married to this broad from East Germany, man. She had a real different. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you this. You know what? I'm not like. I'm just, you know, years in the past, I had to go pick these two up from the airport.
Yeah.
Right. So I pick them up from the airport, and they're coming back from Germany. And I'm driving down the expressway, and all they're doing is bad mouthing Americans, bad mouthing America, and everything's better in Europe and all this other shit. I fucking got sick of hearing it. Right on the freeway, dude, I fucking hit my brakes. I said, you motherfuckers, get out, man. Get out or shut the fuck up. And my brother looked at me, he goes, what? I go, shut the fuck up, dude. Fucking everything's better in Europe. Carry your ass back to Europe then, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm picking your ass up, and I'm American. I'm a fucking pretty decent person for picking your ass up, ain't I, from the airport?
Wild. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. And I turned country radio on. I turned the country song on, turned it up loud, drove them to their house, got out, got their suitcases, and put it by their front door before they could get out of the car. And I said, have a nice day.
See, there's a reason, like,
America, but he talked to me later after that, but he knew I was right.
Yeah,
he knew I was right.
Yeah, exactly. It's a people.
That's like me showing up into Europe and pulling over and asking someone to
absolutely.
and then telling them Europe sucks.
It's not all the same thing. You know, they're talking about something from a distance, and they're not talking. And they're like, yeah, you're seeing the whatever.
Hey, you ever go to one of these big stadiums? You ever go to one of these big stadiums, a concert and shit, and you gotta go to the bathroom, and they got this. And
that's a trip, man. It's a trip.
One urinal, no walls separating nothing. You're standing next to a whole fucking row of drunks, right? Holy smoke, dude!
Thousands.
Hey, one time I was standing there, and I was peeing. And there was a black guy on one side of me and another black guy on the other side of me. And they were talking bad about white people right there. Openly talking bad about white people. And I said, hey, fellas. They said, what? And I said, I want you to know that every time you're in the bathroom, you're a peeing. They started laughing their ass off.
Because
they said, you're cool, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Said, somebody goes, fucking label fucking all white people bad, dude.
Yeah,
said,
exactly. And the thing is, even if someone thinks that, you know what I do? I do the Jesus thing. And some people go, you can't do this. I can if I want. I go inside their mind. I try, right?
Right.
What are they really thinking, right? I check out their clothes. I check out the way they talk. You know what I'm saying, right? The type of shit they are, where they got dirt under their nails. And I ask myself, are they just talking it up because of the evening, because they are out, or whatever the situation is? And I'll give them a lesson if I think they can use it, like what you did, right? And
right. That's the guy kind of coming up to you. Yeah, I paint for a living, and he's got a $3,000 suit on with no paint on it. Oh, you paint for a living, do you, huh?
You just wanted them to know that you were all right. Like, I'm cool.
Right.
I know that's all. People are like, what were you trying to get across there? Something really political? Yeah, the fact that I'm cool. Yeah, man.
Right.
I understand why.
Hey, you know what? Everybody, you know what? We all have eyes. Some people never got to see in this world when they entered this world, but some of us who have eyes, we can see, and we see different colors, and we see different things. But I'm going to tell you something. Jerry, I've been following since he was Subphotonic until he's with his Melted Buildings one now. But I'm telling you what, when he had his Melted Buildings one, whoever created his image, you take that image and you'll see that the guy used George Bush Jr. You go take that face,
I know
the Buildings cried, and it looks just like George Bush Jr. And once somebody had a video about it, that it looked like it, and I made a comment about it before that it looked like George Bush Jr. Because I thought, why didn't they just use Jerry's face?
Right, exactly. That's how. Yeah, exactly.
Jerry's face and augmented on a melted building that's brickified. You know what I mean?
Maybe they wanted one more square.
They stuck with that George Bush looking one, man.
In my brain, I'm not making excuses for them. I'm thinking why? Like the only reason I can think is because he's got a kind of like a bulldog jowl, like not a good job, but I mean he's got that more of a
I chopped
Jerry into let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I'm just gonna go to another web browser. I'm gonna try to find an old video that I did with Jerry in it.
See, I rolled that one well. I just like, oh, it smells so good.
Just an image. That's all I'm after is an image, really. I'm not after nothing else.
Oh, cool. You're smoking one with the wire on it.
Hemostats.
But the doobie that you're smoking, it looks like it has a wire inside the paper for holding on to it, smoking it.
No.
I love that steel guitar, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's feeling. And people go, what about it? It's like, it's the feeling. It feels like some kind of a thing in life. Like maybe you're tired and you're still moving your limbs. It's the sound of your limbs inside your body. It's the sound of the this, like, that's the thing that I noticed now. Like my brain wants to know the connection between the thing and the thing, the sound and the other thing that it's similar to.
Right.
Because of all the searching that we're doing on the webs of different esoteric symbols and things, right? So now I'm looking at the symbolisms of everything, what it's representing, and yeah, just enjoying all of that. But even the sound on
Hey, dude, I'm gonna share this one. I'm gonna share this one screen, and I want to show you something. Not what we were just talking about, but
No,
it's totally
anything.
different.
No, man, I'm gonna spark this right now. I just wanted to be able to go the flavor and the taste, and I know now to go. Yeah, it's really nice and fruity, which it's supposed to be.
Okay, see this right here, where the mouse pointer is, right here.
Wait, I don't yet. I gotta be honest. Let me see.
All right,
Anything moving yet?
I have the mouse pointer over one video right there. Seeing
I can't. I don't see anything. I need a movement to be able to see something. I don't see anything moving at all.
Okay, but well,
I need just a movement. I can't see it. It's
okay, but
camouflage.
you see the screen sharing, right?
I can see things. Yes, I can see a thing. I can see a screen.
A square, right?
You'd need to move something for me to see something. I can see my own cursor move across it. I can't see your cursor.
All right. See, there's a series of little squares.
I see the squares. I'm looking for your cursor, and I can't see it.
Well, don't look for the cursor no more.
Okay, I can do that.
I guess we're not seeing it, and I don't know why. But
I can see. I see Chief Joseph's
there's
picture
video,
to the right.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the top, 5 across the bottom.
The fifth video has Chief Joseph's picture.
Huh?
The fifth video has Chief Joseph's picture above it.
Right.
If you count to 5, you get Chief Joseph's
see that little guy with the pirate?
I can't do anything until I confirm. Till I confirm you're looking at the same screen.
Hey,
okay,
listen.
On the bottom screen, on the 5th picture, there is a pirate.
Yeah, go to the one next to it.
There is a tree.
Go to the one right next to it.
There's a blue sky with a chemtrail.
That's it.
Okay.
See that right there? I took that image of that fucking thing down the street from here with Linda and me, and we didn't know what the fuck it was, man.
It looks in front of the tree.
At the same time, I observed Google around with their fucking Google camera shit, and I followed them until they lost me. Then later I came home and did a Google from my street. That fucking same picture that I took, there was an image of that in the fucking sky on Google Earth. I made a video about it. Then they fucking augmented the Google Earth and put a different date. You go down the street a little bit more and it's to the regular date again. Fucking swear, dude.
No, how you do realize
it's something to do with fucking mirrors.
The image shows a white thick trail of something that is
that white line
in the tree.
That white line that goes down, it just comes right from the sun into that, and that was by my girl's mom's house, right on a tree, a big ass oak. We don't know what the fuck caused that, but that was the tree.
Into it.
Huh?
What flew into the tree?
That light. That light from the sun went right into that tree, and then you see that object there. Whatever it is, it was there.
There are there are leaves that should be in between my eye and the thing. There are leaves of the tree that should be in front of the white line. But the white line is in front of the tree that can only be 10 feet away or 12. Maybe 20 at the most.
I took the picture, dude.
But you see the white line, right?
Yeah.
The white line is interrupted by no leaves, meaning that white line has to be within the camera lens and that tree.
Well, I'm telling you what.
You know what I'm saying,
Same
right?
thing was on Google. Same thing was on Google,
No,
but
I
now
know,
you
I know.
it's not there. I'll give you. Look, if you go on your Google search right now for Google Earth, I'll give you a location to go to. And matter of fact, I know the address of the mom's house, her old house, 9137
This
Mandan.
has to be 2 images.
And then you go to Google search and you get on the ground, and then you just turn your mouse and you look up in the sky, and you won't see that image anymore, but you'll see that fucking white line like that still.
Absolutely, I know I would. Yeah, because yes, you have it. You have it exactly. Yeah,
Because they augmented it, man.
clearly.
Anyway, I had to show you that, man, because it was pretty wild, because I thought that would get like 1 million hits, but I guess
No,
nobody,
it's because it's something that can be done.
everybody sees objects like that in the sky, right? No way.
Yeah,
out
no,
there.
it's
Freaked out, dude. And at the same summer, I seen some of the biggest drones.
They wrecked it.
No
They
noise.
wrecked the picture by
I seen
doing.
some drones that were huge and made not fucking no noise. It was fucking wild. But anyway,
What you think they did do it? It's so good because you're trying to go, no, but you don't understand. Because what they did to it is so good. They made it nothing. They went, here, let's make that.
you know, I live by an airport. I see some badass.
Okay, boom.
I
And
see
now
some badass fucking planes, man. Some
useless.
fucking badass levitating planes that fucking hover.
Oh, yeah.
That look like they're just floating there like a fucking dragonfly, man.
I've seen them. It's like I've seen. The wild thing is, man, it's just that, like, I cannot believe that things can go on the internet now and be seen by 100, whether it's 1,000, but even if it's 200,000, even if it's 2 million, I'm pretty sure, even if it's 20 million, and nothing happens because of it.
Right.
But something important did happen, and that's the fact that I like seeing it, and it made me feel good seeing it because it's true, and I like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, rather than despondent if someone's like, oh, more truth, oh no, I'm rather, well, if that's more truth, I don't have any fear because it also confirms what my Savior says, and that's a good thing. Because as,
all right, how about this?
As their judgment comes nigh, my salvation's nigh.
Question. Let me ask you a question.
Oh yeah,
Do you think all the mountains are melted buildings?
most.
Most mountains? You won't
Yeah.
say all the mountains.
Oh, because mountain is a general term. I think that we would have to begin, which is the thing that I've realized now about the whole entire scene.
Yeah, it's like when they're talking about
It's that
mountains.
specific-
I
is that
believe what
people-
they're talking about mountains is this:
Is that if
mounting
you-
up. They
if you-
mount up.
Exactly, you got it, brother.
Up
You
higher
got
and higher, and they were trying to glorify themselves, be like gods, and God didn't like it, destroyed the fucking world, right?
exactly.
Okay,
There are mounts, and then there are
well,
mounts.
see,
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what? I conclusively believe that all the mountains are melted buildings. And not only do I believe they're melted buildings, but I believe all our coastal lines everywhere, all the fucking islands, it's just chunks of fucking building. Everything.
Oh, it has to be.
Our whole fucking realm here. It was
Yeah,
just
it's all, well, it's
you
all
know,
carved.
and
It's
you know
all
what?
carved.
I
It's all,
don't know. You ever see that one cat on YouTube? He's the first one that kind of gave me insight to
Philip?
look at the moon differently, because he showed me a bunch of overlays. He showed me Antarctica and NASA and Walt Disney's overlays against the moon, and he shows you the reflection of Earth on the moon, and he shows you what crater we are in. And I fucking believe him, dude.
Oh, the
I
Google
did
guy.
I did my
The
not stupid, so I did my own
GOGMGOLI guy.
investigation. I did my own investigation. I looked and I go, you know what? Today I believe that we live on a greater Earth and
On a
see that
larger-
reflection. That's why we always see the same image, the same reflection. You know, it's just a fucking reflector of light. The light, the ruler
Oh, yeah.
of the night.
Oh, yeah. No, I am. That's the
Sun
thing.
is the ruler of the
That's
day.
the thing. a lot of people in that Judah thing, they just want the rest of the world to go, oh, okay. And then like, okay. And then when they're like, now what would you like? They're like, oh, we don't really know. And it's like, that's
Right.
the thing. Because that's a thing. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that would change with them is, okay, all your stuff's free now. Oh, okay. Then they'd be like, what do you want to do now? They'd be like, I'll go to Starbucks and do this. I'd be like, there you go. You
Starbucks.
no culture. You ain't
I
got
would
no
never pay that.
living.
I
What
would
would you
never
do if
give
I told
money
you you
to
could live
that
forever?
organization.
And they'd be like, you would just continue in a cycle of what's going on currently because you have no original thoughts or ideas because you did not harbor a relationship with the Creator, which would give you individual character because that is the gift of salvation. Character. People wonder, what do you get? It's like, well, you either get to be a character in this two-dimensional novel where here's a checkout counter. Here is a stock boy. He was born one day. Here is a customer. Here is, wait 1 second. Yeah, that's your existence. You are the stock boy. That's the limit of your mind. You know? So, I'd rather have character. I'd rather have an entire universe of adventure. And
Amen.
real emotion. Positivity. Like, all of that can be imagined still, you know? Because I don't have the mind of God to imagine the magnificence of eternity. I only have the ability to understand that I don't understand it, that I can't comprehend it. And that's fun to
Right.
think about. I can meditate on that God. That wonders shall never cease. That's what scares people. All the thrill is gone.
That's right. I hear you, my man.
They're not. I assure you, they've just begun.
Yeah.
That's the difference, man. Because
It's kind of overcast here today, Morgan. How about there?
just a little bit. It was most nice all the day. And then right around now, it's probably about a little bit 20% cloud cover. But it's still nice.
It's real gray here.
And the other thing is, check this out too. People of the world, right? Like, let's just say there's something in the world, and they would be fine. Let's say if I say, hey, stop feeling. And they're like, okay, right? And I was like, do things with it. And they're like, no problem. And it's like, okay. And it's like, but the only things they know. And it's like, okay, well, don't play the things you know. But begin from there. It's like, I don't understand how somebody can play 1,000 memorized songs that all use the same chord. Yet you can't say anything without a book there telling you what to play. That doesn't just now. I understand that different people are different. Some people understand math. Some people understand different things differently.
Right.
But okay. Without let's say like when you say we can only play together if you don't say the names, right? Meaning, and when there are no names to anything that you play, you know what I'm saying? There are no
Right.
names. There's just vibrations that happen to be made. Now, if someone says, okay, are we allowed a frame of reference? And so, oh, you like a frame of reference? And it's like, yeah, for something that we do. And if I say, what about the sound itself? And someone would go, okay, that could work. Except, people want a way to write something down, except that in and of itself isn't the song. It's a language that you would have to write down, or it's something else entirely. Like like when I play the guitar or whatever, like they don't. I gotta get this thing off of here. Okay, when I play the guitar, like you're supposed to play it in a round. Like in between a place. Okay, imagine you make a slide, right? And you can't slide back up a slide, right? But imagine you make a slide that you can slide down, and then you use the pressure to slide back up. It's like I'm basically just trying to describe a generator or a battery Like, where was it? Yeah. Like, what is it that you're listening to?
Just some picking. This old boy from Tennessee picking on the guitar.
Yeah, because I turned on my mind and everything, and it's like, so I got like
super talented dude, man.
Exactly.
I know his name.
You guys were doing that. Focus on that. Oh, I think I do too now. Because it just came in, right? Remember I said I was focusing, right? So as soon as I started focusing on it, boom, the name came in too.
He jams, man. I like it because there's no lyrics. A lot of times when he does shit, I've created a couple songs using some of his shit, and I play it back later about truth, like just dumb shit that I like to do, you know?
Yeah, it's like
Coronavirus Clowns, for example. A song I wrote about the chemtrail coronavirus clowns, you know?
Yeah.
And it was a good way to release shit that's on my heart.
There
You know,
you
they
go.
get you angry, and then the anger subsides, because then you start feeling sorry for some of them dumb fucks who want to fuck this world up like that. I feel real sorry for them, you know.
Well,
You know, they go by a pretense that we are all gods and we have our own way, and they think they're gods, and they fail to realize, you know, a man, you know, in the Bible it says this. It says, I know it's for real. Oh, the whole world is deceived. I know this is a fact because I live in this world that we're all deceived. Much of us have much truth, but until we take all that truth and put it together as a collective, we're still going to be in the dark.
Yeah, you see, and that to me is kicking the ghost.
Look what they're chasing on YouTube.
Yeah, and they'll never get anywhere.
So it gives you an example what a lot of people are chasing. Go to Facebook and see what they're talking about. You know, some are still talking about politics like there's something good about it. And I'm like, what the hell?
The other thing too, man. And the other ones went back to the politics. And that's the thing, because that's how it goes. It's like some of the other ones are going, they're all working to do this. What? Disney. And that's the thing, people don't like it. People don't know what I say. What they got to do is they got to come back to what I say, and they got to dissect it. Because the thing is, everything I say is so simple, a child can understand it. And they want to say they don't understand it because they know anyone that hears will understand. Everyone is working either to take the wand, like Mickey, within the circle. Because that's what Mickey does. Mickey goes. And that's what Mickey does. And then they're looking for that. And they hope to find it. Mickey stands in the circle. He's the apprentice. Mickey goes. And that's what they want. Mickey goes, and you see the light go off. We've all seen it all of our lives. It's probably one of the things that you've seen most in your mind.
Hey, you know, it's funny.
A magic circle. And Mickey goes.
Change it up for a second. Change it up for a second. Here's what's funny. I'm on a service right now. It's called StreamYard, right? And look above you, you see there's a duck, right? StreamYard duck, right there. And you see that duck? Yesterday I was with my grandson, and he hears some people cussing sometimes, and now he uses the word duck in his vocabulary when he's mad. Duck. If he's mad at you, he'll say duck. or he'll call
Or the
you
cut-
chicken butt.
Yeah.
Chicken butt or duck. These are words. And then I heard him. I thought he said F an asshole the other day, but then he said duck behind it. I've been trying to change it up, going duck,
No,
duck.
same thing in faggot. It's the T. If we got rid of that, nobody cares. Hey, faggo. Oh, faggo.
Because he's saying
Well,
duck. He's
hey,
saying
hey,
fuck.
faggo. It's like, no, I
He's
still
saying
don't feel the
fuck
hate.
because he hears it so much.
It's the T.
But he says duck.
T. That nasty T.
It's like when I say to him, good. When I say good to him, I say, how you doing today? He'll say, good. Good. Not good. He'll say, good. It's cool, man. How you doing today? He say, I'm doing good.
Yeah, exactly, because he understood what a curse is, or what.
Yes.
It's always a curse. It's always a curse. A word said without it having.
But he can start getting mad. One lady came over, says, ain't you cute? And he says, you duck.
Because of the vanity of her words. Yes.
He said to the lady, you duck.
No, see, exactly. I enjoy the thought, because there was the interaction between him and the woman. What he
She didn't know what to think.
That's delicious to me. Some people call me a vampire. I don't think so. Some people call me a snake. You know what? I am. But who am I harming? Right? And some would say, wait, the Lord's allowed to love a snake. He's like, we're not talking about actual Satan here. We're just talking about a person and how I'm a scorpion. Therefore, my mannerisms are as the scorpion occasionally, or the snake. Yet, it usually turns into people going, man, that was crafty. We got around that thing. Right. Does it personally hurt you? No, or you would have probably come to me behind it. Hey, man, about a clever thing. Since we live together, we're friends, and I know you don't like me, but I don't know that shit, why? Because you're not that important to me. I'll go. But you're right. What do you want to help me with? Well, there's too much growth like this. We can't go global. Let's just take care of each other. Actually, I didn't know at first because this is other people said, you know what? Now that I know, you're actually not a guy, Morgan. Thank you very much. And I've won another friend, right?
Right.
And that's how you. And if you can, that's sometimes all you can do, because other people did say this and that. Then the other thing happened, this and that. All you can do is then, when the opportunity arrives, try and do your best, and don't be afraid just because you can. Like, what if you could? Oh, but I could beat up this guy. So fucking what? What does that have to do with it? You're a loser if you don't win him as your friend by the end of it. Then it should make the job a bit easier. You know. So, because that always is the point to me. Someone's like, wait 1 second, what did Morgan always say the point was? The point to Morgan is always the other person who's there and their relationship with truth.
Hey, you ever have a CB?
Jeff did. My friend Jeff. So we did. Like, yes, through friend, not mine personally.
Right.
But through friends.
Well, my handle was I had a handle on the CB. Born loser.
Right on. Yeah, I got Break 19 radio copy right now. And
I'd say break 19. This is the Born Loser coming at you. Break 19.
I would say Big Daddy. What would I say?
Come back. Break. Come back. Come back. This is Morgan Tristan. Come on back.
I forget what my handle would be on. What my handle was on CB.
Songs of Vibrations. SB.
I can't remember. We're talking. I would have been 14, 13.
Yep, songs are the timeline of our life. You know, you hear a song.
I don't recall
that era.
Yeah. We would talk to long haul truckers. We would talk to long haul truckers.
Well, anyway, man. So I see you still burning that same joint, or is that another one?
Oh yeah, man. That's what I mean. That's why I brought it out. I mean, it's not even a double paper, man. That's why when I first rolled it, I was like, this is the Tutti Frutti. I know, not the Tutti Frutti, man. The Fruity Pebbles. See, it has to.
Oh yeah, I smoked some of that this summer. Some Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I've been training or not training.
There's some shit called watermelon something or other. I forget
There
what
is.
it's called.
There is.
Watermelon Skittles or some shit.
There you go. Yeah, and there's the Girl Scout cookies. All of it would be made from that. The girl, the S. Yeah, and then there's the runts. They've got the runts.
A girl smoked some shit that's called Sunshine with me yesterday.
Yeah.
A green bud, 28.5% THC, man. I rolled it for her. At the first hit, when it came back to me, I was already high. At the first hit, I was high on that shit, and I got 5 hits out of that joint, dude. Only 5 hits, but I held it for a long time, dude. I was high for about 2 hours, and you know what I did? I trimmed 5 fucking monster plants back. It took me about 2 hours. I trimmed all the garbage leaves off it and cleaned it up real good.
They were hers?
It was a productive day.
They were hers, right? Her
Yeah,
plant.
they were her.
Of this
Not the girl who smoked a bud. They weren't hers. No,
Oh,
the
okay.
girl that was house I was over, and she smoked. Her girlfriend smoked a bud with me, Sunshine.
Yeah.
And I went out in the backyard and fixed that up for him. I helped him plant it and showed her. You know, I got her into.
Okay.
She got into growing, and then from growing,
So you were
now-
cutting off you were cutting off fan leaves of the plant. You're cutting
produces-
them back right now because that's what you'd have to be doing right now. See, that's what I mean. My brain's thinking
Right.
you would have been happy to cut down so that the buds would be actually getting
Right.
because right now they're showing the buds.
And what she does is she for about the last year she's been producing edibles, and
Yeah. And they make
and
the
very
CBD
good
oil.
stuff.
They love that too.
A lot of
People
high
with them.
demand. A lot of people want her stuff, and so she's growing, you know, and so anything to help, you know what I mean, proliferate that industry, you know, because she does a good job. Her medicines help people. I get her cheese, you know, I get these little Cheez-Its, right? And like when I have nervous leg syndrome, so when my legs start bothering me, I eat a couple of them Cheez-Its.
I know
No
exactly
problem.
what you
Leg
mean.
problem, my leg
Hydration.
problem's gone.
You need to drink a liter of water
You know,
when you
So-
get that leg thing, man. You need to drink
Right.
a liter of water when you get that leg thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
So and
so
she
like-
makes a lot of good, you know,
So they-
marijuana,
they stop
honey,
kicking.
and
They stop
you know,
kicking, so
a
the
lot of
electrical
good
signal on that
medicinal
nerve
stuff. So
that says for your leg to flex because you're tall. Yeah, yeah, man. That
Right.
CBD oil will really help with that, man. Them leg kickies, that CBD oil. Or what do you use for those leg kickies? I wasn't listening very well. No, I was. The weeds working very well. What do you use to help you with your RLS, restless leg syndrome, man? Because that can help a lot of people. Lay it on them. What was that again?
marijuana,
Marijuana, absolutely.
marijuana. Yep, it's edibles. Yep, I consume marijuana.
Edibles from
I
your
haven't had a
lady.
cold. The only thing I have is the regular shit that normal people get. You know, when you overwork, your muscles get sore, you hurt
Amen.
yourself or something like that. But no
I have
colds.
not
no
been sick
sickness.
in 9 months.
I haven't been sick in
No, I haven't had anything like now.
25 years.
Like
25 years, I ain't even had a cold.
I had pneumonia a while back and shit like that. But I mean, I knew what I was. I know what I mean. Like I know what I was doing. That was could be a problem. Yeah.
Only problems I've had is like I fucking fell, hurt my ankle, and you just have to recover. Shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Oh, absolutely, man. When you're in recovery,
Self-inflicted
especially
wounds,
when
you know,
you're
like
when you're
fucking
older, like just above
like
35,
that,
you definitely
Wear and
need to make sure
tear.
you're eating. You need to make sure that you're eating. You know, yeah, gotta make sure you're eating, especially when you're older.
Yeah, you gotta hydrate.
You need it, yeah,
Right. All the things that I don't do right. I get up and walk around all going and doing shit. Yeah.
The hydration, the thing that always, and I can't remember to when I'm in it, meaning I let myself dehydrate. And I don't want to hydrate again, as if my muscles are like, oh, don't make us lick up all that water again. But And so I'll enjoy it for the buzz on for a little while. But the thing is, I've got to rehydrate. Like, and meaning
Right.
not just drinking a glass of water and then you know how we do it. Maybe I'd be like 2 hours later I drink some water, or some people don't even drink water just when they have their meal or whatever. But and I'll carry on like that until something happens in my body or something, and my body will go. Something will happen and it will switch. It will rehydrate, meaning I will drink a couple liters of water and keep it like, and my body will be like, there, hydrate. And then from that point, that'll be my base. And then I'll always have that in me while I keep from that point. I keep hydrated from that point. And my muscles don't get like do that restless thing as much if I have that
Right.
2 liters in me. I just wanted, that was the point that I wanted to make. That was it.
Yeah, my dad had that shit. I have that shit. My Aunt Michelle had that shit. It's terrible to have that. But unlike them, they've tried a lot of pharmaceutical shit on the market for their legs. I've never have tried it, and I don't want to. I'm happy with dealing with it, and just I use marijuana honey, and I use edibles like Cheez-Its that have like, I don't know, like 50 milligrams of, CBDs in them.
Yeah.
And I maybe, if I eat like 16 of them, 16 little squares, and the next morning I'll sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, it's good, man.
And that's nice. So, you want to sleep in, but you know what? People got to be educated about it too. If you're going to use stuff like that, like even smoking marijuana, you should eat and hydrate yourself correctly first, and then smoke it.
That's the point.
The best for you.
Exactly. Like, let's say that you could take something.
Unless you like wake and bake. If you're like a person that likes to wake up in the morning, roll a big fat one with a cup of coffee, then eat. That's okay.
Exactly.
Depends what kind of strain. If you smoke an indica real heavy in the morning, you're going to be sleeping before lunch. You don't want to do that. You don't.
That's why you see me with the two kinds. I like to have one that can definitely give me a bit more of a sleep. Now the GSOG can be for either, but it's so strong that if you give a couple of big hauls on the GSOG and hold it, you're going to be able to do whatever you want.
That's why I like the edibles, because
that gets a bit more like right now.
Somewhere and you got a while ago I had to go back and forth to the hospital for my girl. She had cancer and shit. Well, you can't smoke a lot of pot in the hospital, so I'd fucking take edibles, dude. I'd bring me fucking brownies, chocolate chip cookies, and everything mixed with marijuana, so I have a good buzz. Dealing with the fucking trauma she's going through. And it affects you. You don't know, man. It really affects you when you're the fucking caregiver and have to see your mom go through shit like that.
That's the thing about it. When it takes stress causes so many illnesses and so much taxation of the natural immune system that if you have something that signals to your body to relax. And that's the thing that most marijuana smokers, the people that get pleasure from it, tend to find that when they do it, they relax. And then your body's going to get all that healing that you get when a person relaxes. Because then your circulation, you're not walking anywhere. Brother, it sounded like you were saying that you had to go, and I respect that.
Yeah, I think we're going to, I've been talking about, even if I don't go, the StreamYard cuts me off with so much time. They said that I used up my time already for a free account. If you use your time up for a free account kind of thing.
Okay.
So if one day I'm not on StreamYard, I still got my YouTube, and this broadcasts it right to YouTube. But yeah, why don't you get a StreamYard? Open you up a StreamYard one for free. Send me a link. Maybe we could work on. See, we just kind of dicked around today again too, but we could. I think we could structure getting something together, man. If we put
I think you should come by my site and check out all the things that I am doing. Because the thing is, I could break. I'm trying to do something. If I weren't doing so many things right now that people can get involved with, and you can help, and you can if you come by and check out the site, or in the morning and in the afternoons, all day long. You can find me there. And that's live, man. And then when I'm not live there, you'll also find me at everybody else's. I mean, Martin's, John's, Jeffers, Healing Fan, man. I'm always on Austin, Christian. Everybody in the community basically now has to deal with Morgan Isabel.
All right.
I'm on your friends. I'm on Jerry's. I am on Spartan Reds. You will find me everywhere because
Every time I go, I see a lot of places, but not even looking. I just, oh, there's Isabella. That's cool. Every time I see it, it enjoys me doing that a bit because I know another human being's out there looking and shit, man.
Yeah, man. I thank God that I at least was smart enough that he told me to at least make a couple of handles. Because when I'm Isabella live, just Isabella, I've gone on the street and tried to just do one person talking to the other people. And it's like, man, that gets, I can, it's like, I want them all. Give me the whole crowd. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. Because it gives you the most, which you work if you're about billing, right? And you're like, give me 1,000 straight men. Or other people working, right? And then I'll just work with the one, like boom, boom.
Hey, we didn't get not one person in an hour and 16 minutes to come fucking by and say hello.
No, that was good. It gave us a real chance.
That's all right. We had a good time anyway, brother. We're gonna kick it here now. I'm gonna call it the show, and it was great seeing you as always. But let's get together, man.
That's the important thing.
I already sent you my email address.
Don't stop you from coming over to me because I'll be doing something that you can probably get in on.
Right.
That day, you know what I mean? That day. By the way, anytime that you go on and you're like, oh, Morgan, it's like, I'm the only person that's, I show up. I'm there.
They should have you. They should have you on Spartan Show. You can do background music and shit for them.
Yeah, well, like that's the thing. Like I'm close with his people now.
You can feel how hot my computer is. My computer is fucking hot.
It is. Probably when I got the feeling that, because you were saying before you're working with those not necessarily older ones, but the ones that you're doing or whatnot. And I find that.
Well, I got to go, brother.
Man, exactly. I've been doing the things and going by what I feel, and it's been working.
That's good.
All right, bro. Don't be.
You're doing good. You're doing good. You got a sack of weed. You got a good attitude. You make a difference. So, hey, peace, brother. Love you, man. Peace. You have a great evening.
Remember to eat. Trying to remember to eat. Sleep, it's got to knock me out, but luckily it has. So that's good too. All right.
Amen. Peace. That was cool, man.